My mom loves to garden, you know, she's done it ever since I was a little kid. So she asked me the other day, I'm stopping home, she says, what'd the big flower say to the small flower? What's up, bud? A big part of going green is trying to reduce your carbon footprint. A great way to do that is to eat food that's locally grown. Today I'm here with Tiana Feaster, personal chef and owner of Feast Your Eyes on This. Tiana, thanks for joining us on the Green Zone today.
Thank you, David. Thank you for having me today.
So tell us a little bit about your experience working with locally grown food.
Well, I find that working with locally grown food, you know that it's coming fresh from the farm. It's fresh, it's organic. There are no antibiotics and no steroids. You know, that's a big issue and problem that we're having today, especially with all the health issues that we're having. We're finding that a lot of the antibiotics and the steroids that they're putting in the foods now are causing a lot of issues with a lot of the kids with their obesity. So now we're trying to really push out to people, listen, go out to your local farms, go out to your local markets and purchase the food, because you can, and not only can you just get fresh foods, but also too you can save money and it's cost effective.
Well, Tiana, I'm glad you brought up the farmer's market. Earlier today I stopped at the store, picked up some ingredients, but you know, I'm not the best chef. I'm not the most experienced. So, you know, with your help today,
I'm gonna show you. Let's make some things happen. Let's make some things happen. So today, basically what we have some white peaches. Peaches these were locally grown here. One thing about peaches, they're in season, kind of in season, but you kind of want them to be a little bit ripe. So we have some white peaches. We also have some fresh chives here, which are locally grown. And the good thing is, when you purchase locally grown herbs, that should encourage you to actually grow your own herbs, okay? Where you can save money on those things, and you can also include that in your food, which is a good thing because you can cut down on the amount of sodium you're using in your food. Then we have romaine lettuce, okay? And then we have I'm gonna go push over to the refrigerator. We have our locally grown chickens. All right. All right. Today, what we're going to be preparing, I'm just going to scoop this down just a little bit. We're going to be preparing a almond crusted chicken salad, okay? And we're going to be using chicken. Of course, we went over the fruits and vegetables we're using in the herbs, and then we're going to be using some almonds. So the first thing we want to do is, and come with me, David. Come
let me get in close.
Yeah, because I'm trying to school you on some things, okay?
I gotta learn.
You gotta learn, and it's quick and it's easy.
All right.
You got a girlfriend?
That's the best part.
You got a girlfriend?
No, I don't actually.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I need one to help me make something.
Exactly. You know? So we're gonna season the chicken with a little bit of cracked pepper. Okay. And we're just gonna flip it over. Right. Okay. So we have our cracked pepper. And then we're gonna add a little bit of kosher salt. So let's just season it with some salt and just make sure that we season it all over. Now, one thing I do want you to know about chicken, and a lot of people don't know this, you don't need to put a lot of salt on chicken, because guess what? Chicken already has what in it? Salt.
And that, you know, that's a question I would have, you know, being kind of inexperienced cooking. You know, seasoning, I never know what to put on it. So it seems like what you're doing is really simple. Yeah,
just enough. And usually, like when I had talked earlier about like fresh herbs and everything, you just don't want to just, you know, you can use herbs from thyme to chives to rosemary. I mean, those are things that you can incorporate in your foods that can reduce a lot of health issues now. Now that we season our chicken.
Got the chicken. Got our chicken.
Now, we need to make our almond and flour mixture, because this is what we're going to bread the chicken in. So what we're going to do, we're going to chop up our almonds. So let's chop that up first. We've added our flour, so we're just kind of grinding that all together, okay? For the chicken and the almonds, okay? All right. So it looks kind of like, you know, kind of crumbled up there, because it's just kind of like the breading for the chicken or whatever. Okay. Now, sometimes you might want to add some more almonds in it to give it a more almond look to it. So in the meantime, we are going to beat our eggs. So 2 large eggs. We're going to beat our eggs. Now, we forgot to mention one thing. These eggs are locally grown.
Well, that's the best part.
I'm telling you. And actually, have you ever tasted a real farm egg?
I have not.
Well, when you...
I need to. I need to try it.
Real farm eggs are delicious. I mean, the size is perfect. The yolk is perfect. I mean, it looks like an actual, like it's on print or on TV.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
Yep. So, have our farm eggs here.
All right.
Put this in the sink. Then we're gonna take our chicken and we're gonna just dredge our chicken in the egg wash. Okay, so take out the nuts. I'm just gonna add some more nuts in here just to give it more of a
nice little almond look.
Almond look, yes. So I'm just gonna add it in here, okay? And you can just break it up with your fingers, I mean.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So we have our almonds. Now, mix that all around. Okay. Now, Mr. David, do you want to help?
I do.
Okay.
I want to get in there.
So, I want you to take the chicken. We're going to let it just, the egg wash, just the remaining is just kind of slide off.
Okay.
And then just take it. And then I want you to just pat the little nuts in the flour around. Okay?
Pat this around?
Yep. Just don't be afraid to cook.
Oh,
okay.
I'll get in there.
Okay. Don't be afraid.
I'll get in there.
Okay. And you know what? This is also healthy because, again, for people who like the whole, like, what do you want to call it? Fried chicken, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good way for them to get
a healthy kind of.
Exactly. So I set the stove for a medium-high temperature. So we're gonna let that warm up for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna be taking our chicken and placing it in here, and we're gonna just cook it. I say maybe like 2 to 4 minutes per side.
Oh, that's
okay. Good. But how do you know if chicken is complete or done?
If it's not pink.
How do you know if it's not pink? You gotta prick it. Now if it bleeds,
it's not done.
But if it's clear, it's done.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move our egg wash over here, and then we are going to work on our dressing. Okay. So we're gonna take 1/4 cup of buttermilk. All right. We're gonna take 1 tablespoon of sour cream. All right. Make sure we get all of that in there.
Can't be wasteful, gotta go green.
Gotta go green, can't be wasteful. And I wanna say that if you've used a lot and you still, I know for me as a chef, what I tend to do, I Tupperware everything or put it in Ziploc bags.
Okay.
Keep it, to store it, to keep it and everything.
Great.
Okay? So then we're gonna add in a tablespoon of white balsamic vinegar. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna add in a tablespoon of honey, and it doesn't matter because it's all going down the same. All right, little honey man, come on, little bear. Come on, get on out of there. Got a little bit left. So we're measuring it, but I'm just gonna, how about we do this? The real deal, sometimes we measure things and sometimes we don't. We're gonna eyeball this. So let's just put our honey in here. I think I'm out of honey. Am I out of honey?
See, personal chefs, they can eyeball it, but us rookies, we might need to keep the measuring stick.
Exactly, stick to the measuring stick. Okay. And then we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. So 1 and 2. All right, my friends. So what I'd like for you to do is, I need you to whip it good.
Whip it good. Yeah, that part.
All right. So with that together, and while you're doing that, we're gonna add in the chives later, but I'm gonna jump over here to the stove, and I'm gonna start cooking our chicken, okay? See, there we go. So we're gonna put our little tenderloins on here. How we doing over there, David?
I think we're good.
Perfect.
All right.
Alright, so we're adding our chicken. You want to go ahead and add a piece in?
I do.
Okay, you add some chicken in. While you do that, now, like I said about the chicken, We want it to cook, I want to say probably like 2 to 4 minutes per side, okay? All right, so that's cooking. All right, now, I'm gonna jump over here. I'm gonna take some fresh chives.
What are we doing with those?
And we're gonna just chop them up, and we're gonna add it to our buttermilk dressing. Add the chives to it, okay?
The dressing that I made? Oh, sorry, I stirred it.
No, you made it, honey. You did. No, you were a big help.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm just kind of chopping this up, all right? Okay, so we're gonna add our chives to the dressing.
All right.
Okay, and just kind of mix that together. Want to get back here. I just wanted to get a little bit browner.
Okay.
Let that get a little bit browner, okay? I'm just going to turn it down a little bit so my eyes good. Okay. Alright, so let's get a plate. You're going to need to eat, David. So let's put our plate over here.
I'm getting hungry already.
You getting hungry?
Smelling good.
Okay. We want to add, you know what? Bring the plate over here, David. Sorry.
Okay.
We're going to add some of our lettuce, romaine lettuce.
Fresh lettuce, locally grown.
Locally grown, okay. And let's add some of our peaches.
Okay.
And these are white peaches. They're beautiful and they taste so good. Okay. Add a little bit more. Okay. Just want to give it some height, you know.
It's looking good.
It's looking good. Okay. There we go.
All right.
So then, I think our chicken should be okay. So we're going to pop over here. I just want to check to make sure it is complete and it is done. So let's see. And it's pretty.
It is.
Hold that, please, sir.
All right.
And then add our dressing. All right. Just a little bit of dressing. Very light. Oops, sorry. Drizzled it a little over there. Accidents do happen in the kitchen. I do want you to know that. This is no perfect situation. Let's add a little bit more.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. And there you have it, David. Locally grown food.
Now, that looks pretty good to me. I'm getting hungry. I already am hungry. We've got locally grown food. It's healthy. And I'm excited to eat it. So here we are with the finished product. Only took us about 15 minutes. We've got some healthy, locally grown food in front of us. It smells good, and I know it tastes good. So Tiana, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you, David. Thank you for having me.
And cheers.
Cheers to being green.
Absolutely.
All right.
Now that's some good eating. Now, you know, the economy's rough out there for everybody, even us comedians. And, you know, even for the ocean, even for everybody, little creatures in the sea. So where does seaweed go to find a job? The kelp section.